now it's going to add those. So it's going to populate those with blogs on archaeology. Any of that look good? Sorry, Richard, right? Richard up here mentioned before that he was interested in archaeology, so that's why I keep going back to archaeology. Digo I like a lot. Digo kind of integrates well with the desktop. The reason I like Digo is because I have a app in my browser, Chrome browser, so that anytime I come across something interesting, it will bookmark it into Digo. And so it's not a very good app on the device itself, on the iPad itself, but if you're on a PC and you find an article that you really, really like, you put it into Digo. The reason I also like it too is I teach nutrition, so anytime I come across an article that's interesting or related to nutrition, I can put it in Digo, and then students can see it, and then also in class I can pull it up really, really quickly. So Digo is kind of, the way I put it in the Prezi is it's bookmarking on Adderall. The other beautiful thing about about Digo is when you highlight it on a PC, the highlights stay. So if you share that article with somebody else, the highlights that you use share. So I can see where I'm a huge fan of Wikipedia. I know that makes some people interpret you as an idiot if you like Wikipedia. But for example, if you wanted to, you can highlight the relevant things in Wikipedia, share that page with your students, and then your students can see what you think was important so they can see your highlighting if you want to.
Go back to radio there.
Which one you like?
You get on that is, you ever heard of a guy by the name of Bruce Williams?
Yeah, financial advice, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so say you like Bruce Williams. There's a couple of different. Sorry, I'm showing all my daughters how they've messed up my iPad on me. Who uses? I use this is one of those that it's on the phone, so I'm not very good at listening because you kind of said that why would you have an audiobook?
No, this morning was the first time we just opened up a couple of them to see what they look like.
Yeah, this is what I was thinking.
I never thought about Bruce Williams till you brought this up.
So Pocket Cast does not look very good on an iPad. I can, but it's still ugly. Just kidding. So Bruce Williams, he's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But he's very smart financial advice. That doesn't mean that he's necessarily available. So we'd have to find I
don't know how old he'd be.
We'd have to find where he is. Like Pocket Cast doesn't necessarily have every, it has like NPR based stuff and it has some, but you'd have to find where you could get his stuff. But I'm sure that he has a podcast available, or maybe you could download his podcast rather than have it streamed to your device. Bruce. He's a very get out of debt kind of beans and rice and beans kind of guy.
I love it when he gets a phone call from California about land or buying mortgages and stuff like that. He just gets upset about that.
Yeah. I guess I'll finish up then by just pointing out.
Have you ever used the app Show Me?
What's it do?
I'll show you.
Oh, I was thinking of this when you said that.
I'm going to take the screen up first.
Go ahead.
The app itself is actually really cool because you can just go to Explore and you can type in you can go to science or something, and it's just like a thing, like it's a whiteboard that people can show people how to do things.
Oh yeah.
If you just click the create button, you can go here and record your voice and your drawings, and then anything you do on here, you can upload to the Show Me app, or you're already on here, and then you just click save, and then it instantly can upload it. And your voice and the video.
I don't have a pen on me, so I gotta.
So it's called Show What? Show Me. Show Me. It's just kind of like a way for people to
Show me.
people how to do things. So if you need a hard algebra problem, the logic of how to do it, you can go to math and then type in that type of problem, and then watch the people show me. So it's kind of cool.
That's awesome. How do I steal this back now?
What?
How do I steal this back now?
Just go back to AirPlay.
I have to do it.
Yep.
You can't just give it back. yeah, I guess I'm gonna definitely try that. I've done like explain everything. I think that's kind of the same thing. But obviously, I haven't really used that a lot because it's almost,
Does it record voice though?
I don't know. Oh yeah, it does. So that would be. I don't know. I need to do that more because I know that as a that would help my students. But at this point, it's easier almost to just draw it out with a webcam really quick and just. But I should do that. This one's a must-have too. Evernote's a must-have. Do you have Evernote?
Haven't used it much yet.
Oh.
I just got this a month ago.
So I have work apps or work notebooks. So I'm sorry, back up. The point of Evernote is so many devices. I can go back to this real quick. Simple Mind, I just mapped it up in Simple Mind real quick. Is I can get to my notebooks from so many different devices. I can get to it from my phone, from my iPad, from my iPod, from my desktop. I can also put things into it. I can put multiple pictures into it. I can put audio recordings. So that's what I did really quick when Zach said that is I didn't have a pen, and so I went to Evernote really quick, hit the record button, and said, "What's it called again?" I have it on here, so I know. So I recorded the show me. So now that'll be in my Evernote once it syncs. I can put in things from iPad. So again, it's kind of like a way if you find something on a web page or anything that'll allow you to share, you can email it to Evernote. So if you're on a web page that doesn't have an Evernote button, save to Evernote button, you can just email it to Evernote. PCs, my Chrome web browser just has a button right in it. Or I can take pictures and put it in it. So Evernote is kind of like my repository of everything that I want to think about before I actually put it into Prezi. So Evernote is really, really kind of the key to everything I do. I have like a, if I can come back to, everything goes into, so this is where I just recorded that little note because I didn't have a pen. I don't think you'll be able to hear it, but I said, what's it called again? Show me. So I said, show me into that really quick so I could keep that. On my drive in today, I thought about a thought, and I actually have my phone set up so that when it connects to my Wi-Fi, it goes straight to Evernote. So I just have to hit one button, and I can record a voice note. This came up, found this in Reddit. Going to bring this up in my nutrition class. Was working on soccer, coaching last night. Can put it in a quick little note. So it's a way to. This is a picture from my nutrition class. I wanted to remember to. I got halfway done. And so I wanted to remember where I was, and so I could take a picture quick, and it goes into my Evernote. Links from Twitter. So you can see that I use it a lot. Any kind of random little thoughts. This is my bloodborne pathogens training, so that I can prove that I've taken my bloodborne pathogens training. We'll close that really quick. So Evernote is key. And then what I do, and then again, the point of this talk, yell at me when I'm done, is to sort information into what's relevant. And so Evernote becomes kind of a sort. And then once I think that I've got things sorted out a little bit better, I create another notebook. So I have an inbox notebook, and then I sort that stuff into bigger thoughts. So I want to do iTunes U, so I've got maps of things that I need to do. And then again, the beauty of Evernote is it's available everywhere. So if I'm bored and waiting for my daughter to get done with softball, or if I'm waiting to get my daughter done with soccer, I can go to my Evernote and think about, how do I take this and put it into something more formal? The last thing I'll talk about, and then I'll just be done, is Prezi. Prezi is awesome because if you download this Prezi, you can have the presentation that I would have had if I didn't just get off topic. So you can come back to it, and I can put in video. So you don't even need to go and download the whole talk. You can just flip through this. I'm going to jump ahead. It's a long Prezi. So say you're like wanted to hear why I use iAnnotate. So then I've made short little YouTube videos of each of these apps. I'm not really sure why it's not playing, but then it would play for you. didn't really make this as a separate one, but you guys in this store should probably know about Reflector or their other one. They have like something called Parrot, something so that you can AirPlay from a PC. Do you have a way to do that?
Like a VNC viewer? Like where you can,
Like I could take one of these PCs over here and have that talk to the AirPlay.
yeah, you can do that.
Really? How do I do that? Say I'm at home and my desktop computer's upstairs. My Apple TV is downstairs.
It's only Apple devices though. You can't do it with a PC.
That's what I'm saying. So they have an app for like $10 that I haven't tried it. I bought it, but I haven't tried it. That supposedly allows you to AirPlay from a PC. So then you could sell twice as many Apple TVs. Because Craig suckered me into buying one when I didn't even have a use for it. But I bought it just because awesome sales staff. Did you sell me that? Did I buy that when you were here? Anyway, so it gets kind of random. I apologize that I give a kind of random talk, but if you want to see the formal talk, get the Prezi, and then the Prezi I will walk through each of the apps individually and give a short little video.
Just download it. How do I get your present?
What's that?
How do I get it?
Yeah. So it's web-based. Oh, why did I do that? So all you have to do, I've shared it.
Yeah, I just actually got education as of this recently. Is that a completely free program?
I've never had to pay. Oh, no, I pay for it, but I get an educator discount. So if you have Scan on your iPad, do you have Scan?
Because my little sister, she has like full access to it, but I think it's because it's educational and like
Yeah.
school lets her do that.
So there's the links to everything. Like if you have a QR scanner, then you could scan this quick.
I have it on my phone.
Yeah. I'm sure you could search. My last name is Hennager, and I'm sure if you searched Prezi for Hennager, it would pop up. I think I'm out of time. Thank you.